Thank you for joining me today. I have a simple question for you. Well, maybe not so simple to other people, to some of you, but who were you before survival asked you to become someone else? Who were you before survival asked you to become someone else? That's what we're going to talk about today. Have you ever looked at your life and wondered when you stop feeling like yourself? Not because you're failing, not because you're broken, but because somewhere along the way you became the strong one, the responsible one, the dependable one. And now you're not quite sure where you went. If that's you, this conversation is for you. Many women don't lose themselves overnight. Um, this happens gradually. We come into the world exactly who we're supposed to be. We're strong, we're independent. How many of you can remember when you were younger and you was just bold and you were daring and you were willing to do the adventurous things, maybe even risky, and do some maybe not so safe things. You were the one that was always outspoken. You were the one that rode all the thrill rides. I mean, you were the one that said, I'm going to be anything. I can do anything. I don't care. I'm stronger than you. I can do this. And then somewhere along the way, you lost that boldness. You lost that confidence. You lost that, I know I'm the it and I can do whatever I want. That's how life happens, right? We experience different things, whether it's relationships, whether it's becoming a parent, whether it's just any type of relationship. Who we originally are, who we came into this world to be, slowly gets hidden. It gets covered up by life, by different types of trauma that enters into our lives, and whatever that looks for you. We become the strong one. In our family, we might be the oldest, or we might have been given responsibility before our time. Back in the days, we were on a step stool cooking dinner and things like that, and so we were given responsibilities um, at a young age, and somehow that made us become the strong one. And then as we got older, we didn't want to disappoint anyone because now we have this responsibility, and so then we become a people pleaser. We have a need to take care of everyone else, and somewhere along the way we forget to take care of ourselves because we want to make sure everyone else around us is happy, whole, they have what they need. But at what expense, right? At what expense are you hiding yourself for the sake of pleasing others, for being the strong one, for taking care of everyone else? You are the one that is strong in difficult situations because I just have to step up. I don't have time to be emotional. I just need to step up and do the right thing. I can say for myself, in failed relationships and different things, I would say I don't have time to sit in that pain. I got to move forward. I got to keep going. And in my situation, being a mother so young because of just lack of knowledge and understanding in my home, I never had time to sit in any feelings because, girl, you got to get up. You have a child to take care of, right? So I know what that feels like to be the strong one. I don't have a problem. One, because statistics said that it you're kind of looked at and frowned upon for being a teen mother. And I had the attitude of, watch me. I'm not going to be what statistics say. I am going to show you. And so that brings on that identity of being the strong one. As I navigated relationships, not wanting people to be angry with me, and that comes from childhood of not feeling good enough, being rejected, not getting the attention that you I probably needed to be able to stand up to people. And so becoming a people pleaser, taking care of everybody else. I can remember a time when people would just talk about their problems around me and I would offer solutions. They didn't even have to ask. I would just hear they're having this problem, whatever it is, and I would offer. Again, I ask, at what expense? My own, right? Not taking care of me, forgetting about what I needed to do or what I needed for myself. Thank God for healing, right? Thank God that while I'm on the other side, there are still some challenges and some things. Being the strong one, it can be difficult to ask for help. It can be difficult to accept help because you're not supposed to look like the strong one. You know the saying, people say, check on your strong friends. Yes, sometimes people, they don't check on me because, again, I'm that strong one. I present like I don't need anything. I got it. But that was placed on me. That was an identity that was placed on me throughout my life, throughout different situations, throughout different relationships. And it's really time to rediscover who we are. It's time to rediscover who you are and to move from survival mode to fully walking and owning who you have always been. Most women don't wake up one day and decide to abandon themselves. They don't. They don't wake up and say, I don't want to be me anymore. Sometimes we forget who me is. It happens little by little as we adapt to life, relationship, responsibilities, and unfortunately, sometimes trauma. So I'm here to tell you today that what helped you to survive isn't necessarily who you are. But who are you, right? Who are you because you have become someone else? And so some of the things that you have had to do to survive is be hyper independent. I can definitely relate to that. Always being strong, never asking for help, overthinking. Where are my overthinkers out there? I'm an overthinker. Constantly trying to prove yourself. I'm guilty of that too. But I am sitting in a place where I am every day rediscovering who I am, rediscovering the Clarissa that God made me to be, where He said that before I was formed in my mother's womb, I was set apart. And that's such a freedom because me knowing that, truly knowing that, and understanding that, I know that every single situation that I've gone through in my life, every circumstance, every relationship, it was all to make me who I am today. But I'm in a place where I have been discovering, who am I really? Who am I in God's eyes? What is my identity in Christ? And so it has truly been liberating and taking off that coat of hyper independence, taking off that coat of trying to be the strong one, cleaning my face of the makeup that I am fine, everything is fine, just taking off the mask, right? And then even trying to prove myself. I know what I have in me. I know what I have in me. So there is no pushing to prove myself to people, to prove myself to people. The truth is I have to prove myself to myself. I have to convince myself, like, yeah, girl, you got it. You're fine. You are enough just the way you are. And I'm talking to you today. You are enough just the way you are. Have you ever said to yourself, "Oh, this is just the way I am. This is the way that I've always been." Well, unfortunately, many of us make the mistake of saying that our survival strategies are our personality. But the truth is that's really not who you are, it's who you've become because of the need to survive, because of the need to be the strong one. So I'm here to tell you that that's not who you are. That's not your personality trait. That's something that you've taken on. And you have the ability to take that off, to take off the mask, to take off the heavy burden of being the strong one and truly become who you have always been. So ask yourself the question, who was I before survival asked me to become someone else? Who were you before survival asked you to become someone else? And I'm not talking about becoming a I'm not talking about becoming a new version of yourself. I'm talking about rediscovering the woman who has been there all along. That strong, independent, can't nobody tell me what to do. Watch me. I'm going to prove y'all wrong. She's still in there. She is still in there. That's me. She is still in there. But she has been hiding. And so, as we take this journey to rediscover ourselves, we are no longer hiding. We are walking boldly into the things that we know that God has given us to do, that we know that it's keeping us up at night. It's constantly in our minds. It's in everything that we do, our very fiber. It's time for us to become that. It's time for me to become that. It's time for you to become that. So come along with me on this journey. And so if any part of this resonated with you, I want you to know that I created a free guide called You Were Always Her. 5 Truths Life Buried, but God Never Took Away. That's right. There are some truths about you. There are some truths about me that we have forgotten about because life happened. Life buried those things. And now it's time to dig up. It's time to rediscover. It's time to look at yourself and see yourself in who you are truly meant to be. And so if you're beginning a season of discovery, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that's exactly what we'll be talking about. I just want to thank you for your time today, and I hope something that I said today was something you needed today. I look forward to talking to you soon and hearing from you.